Welcome back. It was decided in the last episode that the Alhoon is now going to cast again against this cart right here, since it has multiple attacks. Inside the cart is Shreesha, our 9th level wizard hero. She's hiding behind the only piece of cart that remains. She is invisible, but the problem is that the Alhoon has Truesight, and we'll be able to see her if the last bit of cover is destroyed. Furthermore, she has 14 damage already, and with this blast, she will likely take even more. Wizards are squishy, so hopefully she will get a favorable roll and survive this. Alright, so taking a quick look at the Alhoon stat block, it will use once again Arcane Bolt with a +8 to hit and can take either 28 average damage or roll 8d6. If the Alhoon rolled anything but a 1, it was going to be a hit. Alright, so rolling 8d6s against the cart with 2 hit points left is going to be a waste of time. We know the cart is going to completely shatter and be destroyed. Now we roll for the improvised damage. Shreesha will go first. She has a +2 on her dex save. She fails. Alright, as we look at the puff of smoke, all that is left of the cart, we will check to see what damage Shreesha takes from this explosion. She has to roll 2d10. Since she failed her dex check, she will take whatever this damage is in full. Oh, only 4. Good. Now, Shreesha is going to have to check to see if her invisibility drops, because she did take some damage. The game rules state that it's either 10 or half of the damage she took, whichever is higher. So 10 is higher. Her con save is a +2, so let's see how she does. 18, she saves again, so she retains her invisibility. Alright, now we'll roll the dex save for the gnoll with only 7 hit points remaining. If the gnoll succeeds, it will take half damage. If it fails, it will take full damage. Gnolls have a +1 to their dex. So that's gonna kill this guy here. Alhoon's finally managed to take out one of his own guys. Next up is the gnoll with 19 hit points remaining. +1 on dex. 11 fails. So that one will take full damage on this roll. Oh, 18. That's going to leave this guy with 1 hit point. And finally this guy with 17 hit points remaining. Let's see how he does. 18 will clear it. So he will take half of this damage. That's going to be 6. And put this guy at 11 remaining damage. So although the gnolls do not see Shreesha, the Alhoon can see her now. The smoke really is just as a marker of where the cart was. Alright, so that's going to end his turn unless we give him a free action. Can't really think of anything that he wants to do with a free action. So the goblins are going to hold their position, watching everything going on here. And then now, these gnolls, it's their turn. And I figure these gnolls are probably super motivated, especially the guy with only 1 hit point left. 4 yeses against 1 no. Does this gnoll with 1 hit point book? Does he he's bloody. He's going to try and save himself. And yes, he does. I figure there's only a couple logical directions for him to move. Away, this way would be 1, or maybe 1 and 2. And then this way, if he goes behind these trees, maybe 3 and 4. I'm not saying he runs away completely or goes AWOL. I'm just saying that he's just going to move out of the way of all the destruction that's happening. So 1 and 2 he goes this way, 3 or 4 he goes this way. Full move. 1 and 2. So he goes this way. And what about this gnoll here? Is he gonna stand his ground, stay where he's at? We'll just make a no advantage, no probability stack on this. He's gonna boogie too. Roll for direction. Does he follow this guy or does he move off in this direction? He follows his buddy. Okay, I think it's time for Shreesha to make her move. Things are getting a little dicey. She has Benign Transposition. I think it is extremely likely, so I'll put 4 yeses and 1 no. Extremely likely that she will do this, make this move. Well, we got a 6 and a 3, even though I lost the dice, it doesn't matter. So yes, she's going to do this. Benign Transposition is an action, and she can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see. Okay, so she's going to try to teleport 30 feet to this point, if she can make it, and crouch down behind this rock. If she can get low enough, she'll still be invisible. These guys won't even see her. The Alhoon will be looking down across this rock, and if she can get crouched down in there quick enough, the Alhoon might lose track of her when she teleports. That is a good question. Will Truesight allow him to see her as she zaps over behind that stone? We'll figure that out, but for right now, she's just going to go ahead and make that move. And she needs to go 30 feet, and 6 inches is 30 feet from the edge of her base. So neither the Truesight nor the teleport description give me much to go on where it concerns seeing somebody who's invisible that teleports. If you have Truesight, like, is the teleport completely invisible or not? So I think what I'm going to do is, the first thing I'm going to try to find out is, did Shreesha crouch first and then teleport, or did she teleport and then crouch? Because that's going to inform me a little bit better on how I should set the dice to see if the Alhoon actually notices her and followed where she went. So does Shreesha crouch first and then teleport? No, she does not. Did the Alhoon notice her when she got to her destination after the teleport? Okay, so we have a maybe, but it's an even, and that's going to mean he did. All right, so that means that he tracks her. He noticed her over here. Maybe some of you D&D experts out there could tell me how you would rule for something like that. Anyway, she is there, and that was her action. Now she has a bonus action where she can Misty Step another 30 feet, which would get her into the forest there, which is what she wants. So let's see if she's going to do that. Again, I think it's extremely likely. 4 yeses, 1 no. Does Shreesha continue and Misty Step into the woods? A 6? Oh gosh, no. All right, the dice are brutal. If she can't Misty Step, or she doesn't Misty Step, maybe she decides instead to just run on foot. So same thing. Extremely likely. Does she run on foot towards the wood? Yes, she does. All right, so she can make it to the wood. She's going to move 30 feet on foot. She can be heard, her footsteps can be heard by the goblins and the horse. That's about as far as she gets. So I have to make a correction. This has to be right because it could mean the difference between Shreesha getting off the board or her not getting off the board. Her teleport was 30 feet, so that means 6 inches. If you rewind and you look at where I had this tape measure, I moved her 7 inches, which means she went 5 feet more on the teleport than she should have, which means she would have only gotten to here instead of here where I put her. So she would have gotten to here, and then measuring 6 more inches. So she's just at the edge of the wood there, still invisible, but clearly she can be seen now by the Alhoon with no cover. Also, can't forget to flip the reserves die from 3 to 2. Well, that's going to do it for Shreesha's turn, and we will continue this round in part 16. Thanks for watching.